Xavier, what are the biggest differences you see in this defense and how it was played before, and how does that alter maybe some of your responsibilities?
I'd say the biggest difference would be just more coverages, more schemes, and just more in totality. That's all it is. Just more schemes, more coverages. Um, I know the big thing is there's gonna be more disguises, but yeah, I mean that's the biggest difference.
Will this defense also allow you guys possibly to make more plays on the ball?
I wouldn't say it's a defense. It's just it's how the game is. I mean, last year we had opportunities, so it's not the scheme. It's just the players and however we how we play, man. I mean, when you look at it, I just want to put an end to it. When you look at it, the defense last year it was good. We just didn't play well. Defense this year is only going to be as good as we play. You look at the 49ers, they played the same defense and they were in the Super Bowl as we did last year. So it's all in how we play.
How important will the pass rush be toward that end? You got some new pass rushers to help the markets out there.
Man, we love it on the back end. We love that on the back end. You say secondary best friends, D-line, and D-line's best friends, secondary. We all work in tandem. If we cover on the back end, they get the sacks. If they get pressure, we get picks, and we get turnovers. So we all work in tandem.
Xavier, is a play in practice today where you could have laid out Jarwin if there was a game. How tough is it to hold up in those situations? I know he's a teammate, but when you know it's coming, what's the feeling that you get when you know you have a big hit in a game that will come up like that?
I would say, man, just me knowing that I'm there. Just me knowing that I made the play. Don't have to show it in practice. Just save it for the game. I mean, I know on the back end we can't hit guys like in that type of situation, so we just save it for the game. But just to know that I'm there, that's all that matters.
What would happen if that would have been a game today and Blake was there right in front of you and you were in that position?
That probably been his last play.
Xavier, you had high expectations last year, obviously fell short. Coaching change, very strange off-season. How do you look at sort of I know the expectations are always Super Bowl for everybody, but how do you sort of view that bigger picture in these circumstances?
You just control what we can control. At the end of the day, control what we can control. I mean, we're back to football now. All teams are in our same situation, so no one has the upper hand. And that's all we can do. Just control what we can control. Everyone is on the same playing field. No one got OTAs. No one got mini camps. So everyone started on time in training camp and made the best team win.
Seems as if we have a running debate every year about the safety position of Earl Thomas or someone else. What's your thoughts about it that it's come up again, that maybe the Cowboys should get another safety?
I just control what I can control. That's the bottom line. I know my worth. I know that I can play, and that's all that matters to me. That doesn't bother me anymore, man. I don't even pay no mind to it.
So you don't use that as motivation, as more of a chip on your shoulder. You just have one anyway. You just kind of tune that out.
That's not even something I even worry about. It's not a chip on my shoulder or motivation. That's nothing.
Xavier, on that note of controlling what you can control, a couple years ago when we started asking you weren't represented by the same guy that Earl is, now you are. Is that a conversation you have with David, like, hey, should I expect a guy in the building?
We had the conversation, and I'm gonna leave it at that. That's between me and him, and yeah, we've had the conversation.
What have your impressions been of Darian Thompson so far this game?
He's had a heck of a camp. I mean, when I don't know something, he knows. I know for sure that he knows it. He's been consistent. He knows what he's doing. He's been great just so far this camp.
What would your comfort level be if he's the guy starting opposite you come September 13th in Los Angeles?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
What would your comfort level be if he was indeed the starter opposite you week 1?
I'd be very comfortable. I mean, it doesn't matter who beside me. I'm comfortable in whoever it's going to be.
How's
good is Leighton at getting you guys lined up and know where he's supposed to be in certain situations and now that he's play call?
Oh, he's very good. He's very good, man. He gets to call in. He gets to call in fast. I mean, once he gets from the coaches, he gets to call in fast, and then he relays it to us. And then on the back end, it's up to us to relay it to the corners. Cause I mean, most of this year we have more calls this year on the safety back end to get coverages out. Some more responsibility on us, but he gets to call out fast, and we relay it.
Xavier, I think you were alluding to this a little bit earlier, but I think people on the outside, they hear disguised coverages versus not disguised coverages, and they think that one is more complicated than the other or whatever and harder to play against it. Are you saying that it doesn't really matter whether it's disguised or not? It's more up to you guys executing?
It's either way. It's either way, man. The Super Bowl runner-ups they didn't disguise at all, and then the Chiefs disguised. It's all about the players and how you play. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's only so many schemes in the league you can disguise. It's all about the Joes, man. How you play. If the team's gelling, if everyone's doing their job, basically, if everyone's doing their job, then defense is going to work.
We talked with you earlier in the offseason about how your guys' virtual meetings were going, where you guys were communicating with what you're seeing and trying your best to be on the same page, and just the importance of that communication. How has the communication gone so far in camp?
It's been very good. We picked up where we left off in virtuals, and then we reviewed it. I mean, it's our third time going over the install, so it's our third time installing the playbook. So I mean, we've learned it. We've learned it over and over again. So we have a good idea of what to do. Now it's just us going out and executing it, and that's all it is.
You're in the last year of your contract. What's your motivation, personal motivation for this year?
To be the best player that I can be. That's all. That's all. To be the best player that I can be and to win a championship. That's it.
Xavier, what moment stands out from the team's Jeopardy game last Tuesday night?
So what stood out?
Yeah.
That the rookies can't spell, and that's it. The rookies can't spell, and the rookies nor the second, third year guys know old classic songs or TV shows.
Do you remember what the rookies couldn't spell that they were trying to?
It was a lot of I think like some Mexican words or something like that, I think. And then it was like old classic show. You know, they were born in the 2000s, so they don't know any of the 90s shows.
What 90s shows were brought up?
I think someone was Hawaii 5-0, maybe Sanford and Son. It was some songs with like Sting that they didn't know, stuff like that.